King David abuses his position and power in order to have sex with his neighbor Bathsheba. He draws his best and brightest into a conspiracy to have her husband Uriah killed. God, obviously and thankfully displeased by this action of David's, sends the prophet Nathan to confront him. Nathan's confrontation begins with a story of a poor farmer with one ewe lamb and his rich neighbor, who, while entertaining some guests, decides he doesn't want to provide for them from his own resources and steals and kills the neighbor's one ewe lamb. David is quick to be able to spot the reality that the rich man is the sinner, is the evil one in the story. And then Nathan points out to David that he is the man. David understands. He has the knowledge of what is right and what is wrong. And yet it doesn't prevent him from doing these terrible deeds of harm and abuse. Mental, knowledge-based faith, spirituality, Christianity alone doesn't lead to that transformed life. In the same way, David is the great emotional songwriter of the Old Testament and perhaps of all of Scripture. David is the psalm writer. We treasure the Psalms. And yet, that emotional, heartfelt faith, spirituality, Christianity doesn't prevent David from wreaking havoc and doing harm to himself, his own family, and in the lives of those around him. There are consequences to the actions that David takes. And there are consequences when our faith is stunted and compartmentalized, and we think that knowing the right things will get us there, or that feeling certain things is the same as transformation. For a long time now, I personally have been searching for that deeper, transformed kind of life. And I don't think I've arrived yet, friends, but I know there's something more in the way of Jesus that leads us deeper than these places, so that the consequences are more filled with blessing than curses and havoc and misfortune. I have a deep hope for transformation, for grace, for the abundant life in the way of Jesus. And I invite you to think about these things. This weekend in worship, I'll be preaching on Nathan's confrontation with David in 2 Samuel chapter 12. And if you join us for worship, we can continue the conversation then. Whether you're going to join us or not, you can offer some comments below this video, and I can engage you there. Or maybe these are just things for you to think about on your own. Regardless, I find this an important conversation for me personally, and for all of us, no matter how we relate to the faith. And so I wanted to share this preview and these words and this message with you, and I hope to see you soon.